Good morning. I'm Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, and today we're going to check out finally the kit here. The whole kit came. Check it out. Aspire Revvo kit unboxing on Vape AM. It's the whole kit. I'm so excited. I hope you're having a great new year. This is our first show up to the new year. Is that right? Yeah, we had a show Saturday before the new year. It's our first show up to the new year. Happy 2018 to everybody. It's going to be a great year. I hope that you're doing great quitting smoking. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, Juicy Jones HQ, available on YouTube, Instagram, Juicy Jones on Twitter. And we are here trying to get old, trying not to die, quitting smoking, helping people today. We're looking at this Aspire kit. I'm so stoked. You guys probably saw at juicyjoneshq.com that I did a look at the Aspire tank and some of the like 7 things that you would have missed, maybe. This is the one that I unboxed for that thing, which somebody is going to win, by the way. I'm almost through with the review for this, and I'm going to give this thing away. And I'm vaping on that thing right now at about 97 watts here on my Captain PD270 with the air cranked down to about a third. Remember, here's a little known fact. This is actually a 3-part airflow, not a 2-part airflow. I thought it was a dual Cyclops, but it turns out that it's actually a triple Cyclops, which is kind of cool. How are you doing in the audience? How is everyone doing? How was your New Year's? How was everything? We also have more stuff coming. I've got a big giveaway to do. I just haven't been able to do it. We're going to do a big year-end 2017 giveaway, sponsored by Van Gogh Vapes. I have a whole bunch of stuff to give away, and I just have to put it together and post it and tell it to you. So we're going to run it for about 2 weeks. It's going to be a big thing. I'm going to give away 4 prizes, complete set of e-liquid of the 10 flavors that Van Gogh has in the US. It's going to be really great. What else is going on? I've got a bunch of Cthulhu stuff. I've got the Simpo kit. I've got the Axis RTA. I have the Oh My God OMG CDA tank. I have so much stuff to open, show you guys. And I hope you're doing great. We're going to be seeing those over the next few weeks. And I also have people to interview too. We have people coming up on Vaping Down to Dust Saturdays, Ebby Vapes, a whole bunch of other people. Hope you guys are excited about that. So this thing is the whole kit. Aspire was so cool. I want to thank everybody at Aspire. I want to thank everybody at Aspire for sending this kit. They sent the Revvo kit, a t-shirt, some e-liquid from their 123 Aspire line, and I just really appreciate it. It's really nice of those fellas and gals over there. I'm doing a whole series on the Revvo tank because this thing is a technological wonder. This is my first look. I've had this for about 4 days now, 5 days, at the Skystar kit that came with it. Like I said, we've already been vaping on this thing for over a week, almost 2 weeks on the Revvo kit. And here is the actual Skystar mod. Box is not a huge deal. Look, they've taken away the nicotine warning, which I totally believe in. It could be because this is the US version. But this comes with the same stuff that the Aspire tank came from, and also comes with the Skystar mod. Let's open it up and look at it. I hope everybody in chat is doing great. I see Kyle in there, Andrew, Dimbuctration, Rain, Michaela, of course, TD Wester, David Harms, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's see. So this is our box. There it is. Look, this is in carbon fiber. This comes in a few colors. A cool blue camo, a carbon fiber, and a white color. I have a white one coming. That's really my jam. But it looks really good. This is a really, really lightweight mod. And my first impression of it, just coming out of the box the first time, was that it was kind of plasticky. This is made of plastic. That's carbon fiber. Don't know if it's real or not. I've got batteries in here. But once I put the batteries in, this mod feels great. So my initial concern that maybe it felt a little bit lightweight is fine. It's good. I actually appreciate the fact that with the batteries, this thing is very lightweight. It's good. It feels great with the batteries. Just so you can see, it's put together here. Let's get a focus adjustment on this guy so we can all have a little fun. I'll just adjust that up. We're in focus here. That's it. Those aren't spring loaded. Those are positive and negative, or opposing. We just throw the batteries in. You guys will notice that this is the only 18650 mod you've seen on this channel in a year. The last 18650 mod that I even looked at was the Noisy Cricket 222, which is interesting. So this is the last 18650 mod I looked at over a year ago, or almost a year ago. And this is the next one I'm looking at a year later, because 2700 is really the future. And if you're not looking at 2700 mods, you're really making a mistake. Aspire says this is coming in 2700 model or 21, either one. So I'm on board. The reason I'm interested in this is that this is Aspire's new generation of electronics. And about a year ago, look, I've already got a scratch right there on the button. That's funny. About a year ago, Aspire in-housed all their electronics. And these things are apparently so much better. They claim that this has true wattage firing, which they say it'll fire to the wattage right down to the end of the battery voltage limit. And so we'll see about that. I can tell you from firsthand experience, having used this thing for a little less than a week since Saturday, that the battery life on this thing is crazy good. I mean, crazy good. It is amazing. This is the menu system. It has a 5-click lock. And that is your main menu right there. The way it works is that this is a touch screen. And if you want to adjust the wattage, you swipe twice up. And then you can just go up or down. It has a good curve. I've been using this for a while, and the curve works pretty well. See how it speeds up? And it has not made me annoyed or had to wait or whatever. See, not bad. Has normal, hard, and soft, and I believe it's a 20% up and down boost. And when you want to get out, you just press menu again. When you want to go to the actual menu, you swipe twice down. And you get this little menu. Here's an about. Goes right there. There's no back button. There's just, I haven't tried to update the firmware in this thing either, but I will. It's got a time clock that you can set so that it's month, day, year, year, month, day, or day, month, year, like in Europe. It only has military time, which is strange. I thought that was kind of strange. But it does let you pick digital or analog. So I'll pick digital. And in a second, it'll come on here. We'll just wait 15 seconds. I'll show you guys. We'll just do this. It's interesting because this is the only touchscreen I've used in a while that doesn't annoy me at all. I haven't had any false readings, hasn't changed. The double swipe seems to work okay. Here's a system menu, and it's got the amount of vape time you can go up. I'm not going to look at all those. We'll go system. The vape time you can adjust, the screen time, which is how long the screen is on before it goes to the clock. The amount of time it'll show the clock before it goes to black, which is 15 minutes, that's fine. And I've got the brightness set down to nothing. This thing is pretty bright, and even at 0, it's still pretty darn bright. And you can pick language, that's English or Chinese, or reset this thing to defaults. There is a data menu, and this really only has 3 options. You can set the preheat mode. You can also do this from the wattage control in the beginning by double tapping up. And I'll just show you. You can also get to that right here, but I'm double swiping down. I often have to do that twice. It also has TCR modes, but you can pick temperature control, stainless steel, 3 kinds of memory, nickel and titanium. And it also gives you a really cool curve system. This is cool. You guys have seen this in a lot of atomizers or a lot of mods these days, but this is your basic slow ramp down, slow ramp up, and a very fast ramp down. This is for if you have like high power coils that get hot and you want them to cool down. These are cool. I like these little shapes. I've used these a little bit. They work fine. I used them on my Pyramid RDA, which is right here. Grabbing it. I used them on these. This is what the curves I used on. They were just great. It works fine. It's kind of an interesting thing. So I think I accidentally turned it off. There. So we'll go back down. And those are the only 3 modes under data. And under modes, you just pick the actual mode: wattage, voltage, bypass, or temperature control, or the CPS curves. Yeah, it has voltage and bypass. So this thing is absolutely great. Look at that, bypass. Here's my AS Vape Cobra, 0.19, working great. No problem. Although the Cobra has problems screwing off, doesn't it? Yeah, isn't that cool? So that is the Skystar mod. That's the fire button. There's no other buttons. It has a very, very large 510. And I tell you that, yes, the 510 is spring fed. I don't know why people go through and make a big deal out of testing that the 510s are spring fed. I mean, what is this, 2014? You guys aren't stupid. It's really cool how that it has an A in it. There's not really any, there's no room for airflow 510s, but that's 2014 too. No one does that anymore. Got a little meter in there that's totally spring fed. It looks good. Works well. Designed and manufactured by EI Gate, which is Aspire. And I expect this to get scratched up, but for now it looks absolutely fantastic. Look at how I keep polishing it. Rain says he'd like the option to cool and heat up the coils like that. Yeah, more and more Adam. The Captain has that. This has that. More and more box mods have that. And like I said, this is an 18650 mod. It's the only 18650 mod I've looked at in a year. And soon we'll get it in 2700. I tell you, the battery life on this is really, really good so far. And of course, I'm using Home Tech, Homework, and Home Life cells. Please use these. Don't use shitty batteries. Make sure all your batteries are rated by Mooch. So here's the rest of the unboxing. We're not through, because we still have the tank. This is a little Aspire card that tells you to take care of your batteries, which I wholeheartedly approve of. I absolutely love that Aspire cares that your batteries just focus out. There we go. Here is a manual that identifies all the parts. Wideboard, Delrin drip tip, air control ring, glass tube, brass base hardware, glass securing ring, fire button, touchscreen, micro USB battery cover. They put a micro USB for charging in the front, which is great. The instructions are what I've been over. And they have some advice about the Aspire tank, which make sure you go to juicyjoneshq.com and read my article about the Aspire Revvo tank, because it will definitely educate you. Here's 10 O-rings, a fancy looking USB cable with a silver port. Hopefully this doesn't have any malware hacks in it. And there is the stainless steel Revvo tank, which is cool. This is the normal Revvo tank, and this one's stainless steel. Now, we've already done a full video unboxing and a delicious description of this. So make sure that you watch that video. I'll link to it up here. We are going to wet this down, fill it up with some Aspire juice, and then talk about it. I'm going to go through it again and show it to you here. As you recall, it's got this bottom thing which lets you take the glass off. You unscrew this ring, and it's got the cleverest little guy inside there with an O-ring here, and it lets you take the glass off from the bottom. Love that. Go back up top here a little closer. In fact, I want to be a little closer. Yeah. Okay. So absolutely dig that so much. That pulls the glass off. This is the mechanism inside. There are the holes that it fills through when you press down on the top right there. The cap is all one piece. I'm finished with the review for this, and I'm just writing it up. And there's some warts, y'all. I'll warn you. This is the fill cap. You take this off, and you can pull the coil out of there. It's just on a little friction fit O-ring. This is a pressed cotton pad with a cotton wind underneath. Friction fit down in a stamped coil. It's so cool. It's so hard to burn these coils out. You have to burn them dry, and they still don't taste bad for a long time. So it's super cool. Michaela, that's not right. The spare coils are not $3 a piece. That is not the price of these. The spare coils on these are about $1.75. It's $5 for a box. If somebody is charging you $3 a piece for Revvo coils, then they're completely ripping you off. That is not the price. The price is $5 a box. And the box contains 3 coils. I will show you. And in the other video that we did, I did quite a long description and all that. Hey, Daniel Lancaster. Hey, everybody. Yeah, if somebody's charging $3 a coil for these, then they're completely overcharging you. They're $5 for a box, a whole box of 3. So they should be about $1.75 a piece. Do not be fooled, my friends. So one of the warts of this thing is that the fill thing doesn't work as great as I wish it did. And it is super easy to get e-liquid all into the cap if you don't do it properly. So let me show you guys. First of all, let's take some of this e-liquid that they sent us. These are great. I've only smelled these. I opened them and smelled them. And I'm going to take a quick look at what they are before I actually commit to putting one in here. Get down to the desk focus here. And I need to just do a quick lookup, see what number 1, number 2, and number 3 are. Okay. Fire e-liquid. Okay. Number 1 by Aspire, premium e-liquid. Number 1, cinnamon funnel cake, sugar, spice, everything nice. That's cool. Sugar funnel cake. I know I'm going to like that, or at least I should. Number 2, honeydew melon. Hate it. Never going to like this. I knew it smelled funny. Number 3, double apple cinnamon. So double apple cinnamon and cinnamon funnel cake are pretty similar. I'm going to go cinnamon funnel cake. And we're going to put this thing in here and fill her up. All right. And also, I have to get my chat window back up because I love y'all and I need to see my chat with all my peeps. There it is right there. Almost lost my chat. All right. You know, I don't know. Rain asked if Aspire's always sold juice or if they're just getting into it. I'm not sure. I haven't seen these before this year, but they could have had juice before and I just never saw it also. Ooh, this smells good. This is the number 1. It says cinnamon funnel cake, sugar and spice. I love sugar cookie vape, so that's kind of this idea. It smells absolutely delicious. Okay, so we're going to fill this up inside here. And one of the things I'm going to do is lower the camera and put it side on so that we can get a little bit better view of what goes on here. Of course, I'm shooting a video where this is all placed, but you guys should take a look at this. Yeah. And I'll have to adjust the focus. And for you armchair quarterbacks out there, no, autofocus doesn't work very well. All right. So the way this is supposed to work is that you fill in inside there, that little guy right there, and you just poke the little thing in there. And it works pretty darn well. I'll show you guys. See, I'm pressing down. And you can also suck juice up out of that. The thing to watch out for is that when you're using a dropper bottle, like one of these or one of these, it's extremely easy to miss and to not see if you're in, like that's not pressed, that's pressed. So it's really easy just to dump e-liquid down into the basket. With this atomizer, if you have any doubt, just take the top off. You'll always get it in. See how some goes along the sides there? That gets dumped inside there, and if you don't watch out, it can dump an enormous amount of e-liquid into the top of your Revvo. You just got to be aware. Like you notice how we put in 4 droplet things, and the top little basket's getting full and draining out now? Well, if you don't watch out, that could be like an entire dropper bottle. But we're done. And you certainly don't have to wet the top of this. I did, but it's not necessary. As we go, this tilts, and the natural act of tilting makes that work. It's exactly like an RDTA. The scientific principle that this works on is called adhesion. Adhesion is what makes this work. So we're about 100 watts. I'm on bypass right now, which I don't want to be. And I'm going to double tap up. I'm sorry, I'm going to double tap down, go to modes, go to wattage, about 95. That's pretty good. So when I put this down just a second ago, I saw e-liquid pop out of it. That's what you have to watch out for. We just filled it up, and there's still extra e-liquid right in the top of the fill nozzle. I'm just going to shove this napkin in here to show you. Yeah, look at the end of the napkin. Can you see that it's wet? So all you got to do is be kind of cognizant of how you feel this thing. It can leak, and if you put too much stuff in there, there's a very huge amount of liquid going around inside there. It can come out of the air holes. I love the way this looks. You guys tell me what you think of this kit. Put notes in the comments. Tell me what you think. We're going to get a video posted up pretty soon about the giveaway for Van Gogh vapes. And I love all of you. I hope you've had a really fun time opening up the Skystar kit. I've got a full review of this and a bunch of Instagram pictures and everything coming on juicyjoneshq.com. And I want to thank Aspire for sending this for me to review and evaluate. And the juice and the t-shirt and everything, I'm going to wear them. I really like this kit. It feels good. It's a lightweight mod that when you put the batteries in it is about perfect. I think it only weighs like 200 grams or something. Goes up to 150 watts as far as I can see. It hasn't said no yet. Is it 150 or 140? I'm sorry, 210. It says 210 watts. You know me though, after 180, I don't believe 18650s are doing it. I'm about 125 watts right now. Works great. This thing's good in the pocket. It's been real good just walking around, sliding in and out of the pocket. I fear for its safety just a little bit. I think it might be just a little bit on the plastic side, but I know what Aspire is doing. Aspire is keeping costs low, and they're making things look nice and feel good. And they've achieved that here. Yeah, no naysayers here. I'm definitely a fan of this thing, and I don't like 18650 mods. This will be out in 2700 soon. Leave comments. Tell me what you think. Go to Juicy Jones HQ. Make sure you click like and subscribe on these little buttons down here. We're here every Wednesday at 6 in the morning. We're here every Saturday at 8 for interviews too, reviews, anything it takes to help you guys get ahead in vaping. And we are trying to get old. No one dies of cancer if we can help it. We're going to quit smoking and get old and start vaping. I love all you guys. Thank you so much. I'm just going to vape out here and keep chatting with the audience. Everyone here, I'll see you Saturday or even sooner. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Let me just find my button. Yeah, pretty good.